Frankly, Scarlet, I don't give up.
Mario needs no introduction. It doesn't matter who you ask, there's a near definite chance they recognize this iconic plumber. Sure, he's one of the most important video game characters of all time, but that's not the only medium he's a part of. While his adventures throughout games are most well known, he's also found himself in anything you can think of, from movies to comics. When we're talking animation, you would instantly think of the Super Mario Bros. Super Show, which brought all our favorite Mushroom Kingdom friends in a 2D cartoon. Nintendo would use animated Mario in various promotions whenever they want to bring attention to their games. That's what leads me to the bizarre animation of Real-Time Mario, a special feature that allows people to directly interact with the plumber. Before it could become a reality, we should take a step back to the year 1990. An amazing man named Charles Martinet decided to audition for the strange video game character, and he didn't really know a lot about Nintendo at the time. During the audition, he was told he was an Italian plumber from Brooklyn. Martinet went crazy, but in the best way possible. He talked for around half an hour, and it was clear he was the right man for the job. Fast forward 2 years later, and we have the Mario Teaches Typing series, which, as you can probably imagine, has the character teaching you to type. Real complicated, right? Anyway, the infamous floating Mario head debuted here, which resulted in memes galore. Martinet would bring life into the character, and it's translated in a terrifying way through this head. While this was all interesting, it wasn't the last we'd see. At the Summer Consumer Electronics Show in 1992, the idea was transformed into something more interactive. What you're looking at right now is Stevie Coyle, who began voicing Real-Time Mario at the start of its creation. He's wearing this complicated helmet that has one task in mind: bringing Mario to life. The same floating head from the typing game would make its triumphant return and haunt everyone once again, but this time in a much different way.
Daniel! Hey, you want to see some action? Watch this. Hey, Daniel! Are you taking pictures for friends at home?
I sure am.
Who should I say hello to?
Say hello to Dave.
Dave. Hey, Dave! We're having a big time here.
Mario would appear on screen here, but with a twist. His words would address what everyone on the other side of the TV said. Yeah, you could actually talk with Mario. While Coyle interacted with everyone, the animation matched up with his mouth movements and head turns. He'd be in a separate location within the building, watching the other side through a hidden camera, and hearing everyone through a microphone. As creepy as it was, you gotta admit, this was cool. Keep in mind this footage is from 1992, and it feels ahead of its time. Of course, it wasn't necessarily trying to be super immersive. When someone walked by and saw a creepy floating Mario head clipping through the visuals or transforming into an object, you know this isn't really Mario, it's clearly just a random guy behind the scenes. Even kids could tell it was meant to be a joke, but that's okay. Since this was the beginning of Real-Time Mario, it was only a small hint for things to come. As the years went on, more characters were added. The basic animation remained the same, but this time with Martinet taking over as the main guy. He voices so many characters from the Mushroom Kingdom, it only makes sense that he would carry the torch here. Martinet did whatever it took to make sure people had fun, and even he had fun himself. Here's what he said during an interview. A side note, one of the most fun things was doing Mario in real time, and people would ask Mario if they could talk to Luigi. Well, of course, we had not created Luigi for the real-time animation system, so I would pretend he was in the kitchen with Mamma Mia, and then I'd do the voice of Mama and Papa and Luigi, all inviting them into the TV set for spaghetti. In fact, now that I think of it, this is how Luigi got a voice. People all wanted to meet him, and I kept pretending he was in the TV set but too busy to come out. And we have a Donkey Kong and Wario in real time on the system too. They are really fun to play. Wario's such a bad boy. My favorite line, "Oh, have a run day." Martinet was genuinely the best choice for this role. There was also a ton of improv involved on his part. Since these were real people saying real things to him in real time, well, that's a lot of reals. He had to think about what to say in a matter of seconds. He couldn't act like he was a guy playing these characters. No, he actually had to be these characters. With Mario following his direct commands and movements, it was an acting experience like no other. He couldn't make many mistakes because that would be out of character. Still, despite all of these challenges ahead of him, he pulled it off. The system upgraded at E3 2007, and would you look at that, Mario actually has a body. He is also standing in a background more reminiscent of the games, bringing the immersion to a much higher level. Gone were the nightmares of creepy floating animation head, and in came the real Mario. While the character's mouth movement reflected Martinet in real time, he could still choose a variety of special actions, like his nose getting longer.
Boy, that Sony, it's fantastic. I'm at. You don't like my impression?
Something happened to your nose.
Here comes another one. Ready? This is the whole movie.
Okay,
Bum, bum, bum. But Red, what about me?
One of the best parts about this interactive system is that it was different than, well, everything else. Mario always has predetermined lines he needs to say during games, and they are all heavily planned out. Nothing's out of the ordinary. Things change here, where Martinet can talk about anything and everything, depending on whatever people ask him. This is the only time you'll see Mario doing impressions of characters from other franchises. This is the only time you can hear him throwing shade at other companies. Truth be told, anything can happen. The unpredictability factor was always strong. How would Mario respond? What crazy actions would he do? It was different every time, and no two people would have the same experience. The talking Mario kiosk upgraded as time marched forward, but the concept would be the same. Martinet behind the scenes, secretly watching and listening to the other side, talking in character and putting on a legendary performance. Fans would usually get this interactive chance at conventions, where real-time Mario would be placed near Nintendo booths. The whole thing was implemented because it was unique. Seemed like very few competitors were out there trying it in the same way, and that's what attracted people. At its heart, the animation worked as a bridge between worlds. On one side of things was an audience of people ready to see their favorite character. On the other side was Charles Martinet. Now, yeah, you can have a person meet Martinet and he'll do the voice, but that just isn't the same. This simple animated version of the character goes a long way in making things more exciting. Now, whenever the talking characters weren't at conventions, the next best place was a Nintendo store in New York City. In 2013, with the release of Luigi's Mansion Dark Moon, the less well-known but still beloved brother Luigi joins the party. Only one character appeared on screen at a single time, but full conversations between them would be improvised, giving the illusion that they're in the same place.
I don't know, he's around here somewhere. Okie dokie. Hey, Luigi! What do you want, Mario? You should go say hello to everybody. No, I'm inside. Where are you anyway? I'm under the bed. What is going on in the bed? After Luigi mentioned the Dark Moon, well, you go say hello to everybody. Come on.
This could only be done because Martinet voiced everyone, and once again, he proved himself as an incredible actor. If you ask me, this was fun for anyone involved. Kids actually believed they were talking with the characters, while adults joined in on the fun because why not? What started as a terrifying floating head eventually led to this advanced piece of technology. Through a combination of improv, stellar voice acting, and animation that matches up with everything else, this was and still is something special. Also, Nintendo hasn't forgotten about this in modern day. They'll bring it out every once in a while, making memories for kids and adults alike who just want to talk to a friendly plumber. Who knew that such a simple idea would make so many people happy? But anyway, that's all for this video. Subscribe for more awesome cartoon videos. Give a thumbs up and comment below, let me know what you think. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.